Hello, I'm going to attempt to show my very limited and basic coding skills using the website Scratch, which was created by MIT, the famed institution, and this is a really interactive and exciting way of dipping your toes into the waters of coding. First, we're going to start with our little characters, which they call a sprite. His name is Scratchy, and he's a cat. And then you can come over here. There's a lot of customization features with this program, which is really awesome. And I think that would be an excellent draw for students and adults like myself who want to be creative and learn how to code and make their characters do all sorts of things. But here we have a backdrop choice selection. So right now I have just a blue backdrop, but I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click all the way down. You have all these awesome options and choices. I'm going to pick the XY grid, and with my mouse I can click and drag Scratchy around. And if I go over here to this blue dot which says motion and click on it, if I look at my XY number, as I move Scratchy around, the XY numbers change as I move him to different quadrants. So if I start him out here, this is what our numbers will look like. But I'm going to put him up here in this top right-hand quadrant, and I'm just going to click and drag this blue puzzle piece looking rectangle out onto my white blank space. And then I'm going to move him down, and you can see the XY numbers change again. I'm going to pull that one out and drag that to the white space. I'm going to head over to this quadrant, and then I'm going to drag and drop, move him up to that quadrant, then drag and drop, and then move him back to his starting position where I had him, and then drag and drop. And as you can see on that last portion, the pieces clicked together and connected, and it's very much like a puzzle or perhaps like Legos. And we have all of these motions that Scratchy can do all combined together. Now, if I click on them, it doesn't look like it's doing anything, and that's because it's happening instantaneously. And so what I need to do is I need to come over here and I need to put in some wait time. And under events, under control, again, I'm still learning. Under control, there's some wait time here, and you can customize this to be any time you want. But I'm just going to have it for 0.1 seconds because I don't want him to be waiting too long. I want him to be on the go and moving around. And so I'm going to click and drag those in between my different locations, and then we're going to have that wait time built in. And so when I click on this blue portion here at the top, it should set our Scratchy in motion. And there he moves around. I click again and he moves around. So he's going in a square. He's ending up right back where he started. Then if I want to make this move in a continuous fashion, I can pull this block out. And as you see, it will completely go around each of our locations. And then Scratchy's going to go around and around in a circle. Going to get dizzy doing that. But he's going to go around and around in a circle. Then if I don't want him to just continuously go around like that, I can pull in some other commands under the Events tab. And over here I'm going to put up at the top when the green flag is clicked. So I'm going to hit the red stop sign and stop Scratchy from being in motion. But then when I click this green flag, he's just going to go around and around again. So red stop, green go. And then finally, I'm going to change my background because that XY axis is looking pretty bleak. I'm going to pick this really awesome bedroom that reminds me of my own bedroom when I was a teenager with the rock and roll posters and stereo on the nightstand. And so Scratchy is just having a good old time listening to some music on the stereo and dancing around his room. So that's going to conclude my very basic tutorial demonstration of my skills in coding. This is something that I actually really would like to continue to do more of because I think it's going to offer a lot of excellent opportunities for me as a learner, and then I can pass that information along to my students and allow them to experiment. And I'm sure that there are students out there that I have worked with in the past and will continue to work with that are probably really, really awesome at this and would really take off. So I'm excited for the possibilities that Scratch holds, and I'm really impressed with what it can do and excited for the possibilities that it holds for me and my students. So uh, that's going to be all for today. Thank you very much.